Hi Cherokee Trail seniors, welcome to your senior year. We are going to be walking you through the process of setting up your Naviance account so that you are all set to apply to college and request transcripts to complete that process through this. You cannot submit any transcript requests and we cannot send your transcripts if all of these steps are not followed exactly as outlined in this video prior to you submitting that transcript request. So to help make sure everything goes out smoothly and on time, it's really important that you follow all of these steps. If you are applying via the common application to any schools, you also need to match your common application to your Naviance account. There's a separate video for that set up in our Schoology class. So make sure you also watch that video and match your Common App account to Naviance after completing the steps in this video. So let's get started. You're going to access Naviance through your My Cherry Creek login. So go ahead and log into My Cherry Creek. And once you are there, you should most likely see Naviance under My Productivity. Sometimes it's under My Productivity too. So one of these is where you're going to find it. Yours will say Naviance Student Login, but right here where my cursor is the tile you're going to click on. Once you are there, you're then going to be taken to the home page and it will look like this. You'll see it says, "Welcome Cherokee Trail Seniors," and we have a little message there for you to read through. All of this information is also in the Schoology class titled CTHS Counseling Class of 2021, and that's really the most important place for you to be finding all of the information. So once you're here, to begin, you need to make sure you know where you are applying to college. So if you have not yet narrowed down your list, that's going to be your first step. If you have a list, but you're not sure exactly which colleges you're applying to, you're welcome to put all of those into Naviance. It's not going to hurt the process. It's just going to give you a little bit longer list. So it's your choice, but you do absolutely need to know where you are applying and make sure that all of those colleges are set up in Naviance the way I'm about to show you before you request any transcripts. So let's jump in and see how we do that. There's two different ways you can access this. You can click on Colleges I'm Applying to right here, or you can go to this colleges link and choose Colleges I'm Applying to here. Either one is going to get you where we need to be. So I'm going to click on Colleges I'm Applying to. And you'll see that right now I have one school in my list, but I'm going to add some more schools in there. So to do that, I'm going to use this big red plus button right here. I'm going to click on this button, and then I'm going to start typing in my school name right here. You can imagine that the word university is in a lot of schools, so you can be more narrow and specific to help you find the exact school you're looking for. Once you find it, you want to make sure that it's the correct school at the correct location. Otherwise, your transcript will be sent to the wrong place. So I'm going to look for the University of Colorado Boulder. And I'm going to do that by just typing in Boulder. But see, when I do that, it comes up the Boulder College of Massage Therapy. That's not what I want. So let's try University of Colorado now. And there it is right there. University of Colorado Boulder. Now the next step is very, very, very important. You need to tell us, when are you applying by? So what's the deadline? And I'm going to do early action. But more importantly, you need to tell us how you are going to apply. And that's this right here. It says I'll submit my application. This is the number one reason that we have errors from students, because they do not complete this or they complete it incorrectly. So once again, it's really important that you're planning ahead. You should be using the post-secondary planning worksheet that we have for you in the Schoology class. And once you have that put together, you're going to know how is it that you're going to apply. So continuing with this process, once you have chosen how you're going to submit the application, CU Boulder only accepts Common Application, you are then going to either do add application or add and request transcript. It really doesn't matter which you choose. Most like to do add and request transcript, but what it's very, very, very important you understand is just because you're clicking add and request transcript, that does not mean you have actually requested your transcript. We have a fully separate process that's specific to Cherokee Trail. It's outlined in that Schoology folder, and you must go through and follow that step by step to actually request your transcript. So we're going to click that, and then it's asking what type of transcript are you requesting, initial or final. In all cases right now, you are requesting an initial transcript. You shouldn't be choosing final or mid-year at any point at the start of the year. It will always be initial. And then you're going to click request and finish. And then you'll see that there's University of Colorado Boulder on there as well. Once your transcript has been submitted by our office, you'll see that where it says pending will change to initial materials submitted. So when that changes, that means that then your transcript has been sent to the University of Colorado Boulder after, of course, you have completed that entire process of requesting it through Cherokee Trail. The other thing that you're always going to want to check on all of your schools is that the submission type is set up. And now I'm going to walk you through what that will look like if it's not set up and how to fix it. So let's go ahead and add another school. Since we're in Colorado and we have a big rivalry, we can't put CU Boulder on there and not do also Colorado State University. And you'll see when I type in Colorado State, there's multiple campuses that show up. So this is a great example of where you want to make sure you are choosing your specific location. We are going to choose the main campus, that's CSU Fort Collins. And I am then going to choose my deadline. And you'll see it says I'll submit my application. An option that comes up here now is I'm not sure yet, via Common App or direct to the institution. CSU is a school that you can do either Common App or direct to the institution. Since you're already applying to CU Boulder via Common App, we recommend you do via Common App, but that is something that in your planning, you need to make sure you're deciding and paying attention to which one are you using. But for now, I'm going to leave this as I'm not sure yet. And I'm going to request that transcript. It's the initial and request and finish. Now you'll see when this pops up, I have a question mark here. And that's because I didn't choose how am I actually going to submit my application. From our end in the postgrad office, if you leave it this way and request a transcript, it will automatically default to send it via Common Application. The problem with that is then things get lost. So maybe you actually applied direct to institution and we send it Common Application. It is now stuck out in the digital universe and will not make it to Colorado State University. The other thing that may happen is if you're applying Common Application but we don't know that, there's some other pieces that have to occur from you on your end with Common App for it to actually arrive. And if we don't know to see and maybe answer questions you might have, then the transcript cannot be submitted and you may miss a deadline. So to fix that, we're going to choose Edit, and you will see here, you can choose how you're going to submit it. And for this one, just so you can see it, I'm going to go ahead and say direct to the institution and hit Save Application. So once again, it's very, very important that this submission type is filled out and that it is accurate and the same as how you are actually applying to your college. And if that's something you need some clarification on, your senior conference with your counselor would be a great way to discuss that. So once you have all of your schools listed here, you are done setting up your Naviance account to request transcripts. Once again, for the Common Application, you still need to match that account. And as you probably guessed, that's going to occur right here. But I want you to check out the video in Schoology to make sure you are following along and doing that correctly. Good luck with the process, and we're here to help you.